the trade and item faction development block. Let's see what Last Epoch has in store for us when it comes to trading and SSF. Hello travelers, and welcome to our deep dive into our trade and item faction system, arriving February 21st, 2024, which is the full release of Last Epoch. We got many exciting features to share with you today. We're providing a table of contents just below to help you navigate the post. Okay. While we feel confident in that we are sharing with you today, these systems are being actively tested in the community testing program, and the details below are still subject to balance changes. Reaction time?
Greetings, travelers. I'm Judd Kobler, founder of 11th Hour Games and game director for Last Epoch.
Okay.
Today, we will be discussing the highly anticipated item faction system coming to the full release of Last Epoch on February 21st. We're very excited to release this innovative new way for players to participate in the deep and rewarding item hunt that Last Epoch offers in the way that they like to play. By joining the Merchants Guild, you will be able to buy, sell, and trade items through the bustling bazaar. Or, if you choose to join the Circle of Fortune, you'll set your sights to the stars and be able to bolster your item acquisition through prophecies and increased item drop rates. This system is the result of many years of debating what the ideal trade system should look like in a loot-based action RPG, tons of collaboration with our amazing community, and many sleepless nights of game design meetings with our game design team. We found through extensive polling that players of action RPGs are split nearly down the middle when it comes to those who want their experience to heavily involve trade and an economy, and those who want to focus on finding items themselves or with close friends. We believe that through the item faction system, we will deliver a tailored and exciting path to hunt for top-tier items for both camps of players. In Last Epoch 1.0, you will join a faction once you reach the great mercantile city of Majelka. When you select to join the Merchants Guild or the Circle of Fortune, a new interface will become available that will let you access details about your current status with your faction, known as reputation, how much favor you currently have, and what benefits your faction is currently providing you. Let's talk about these briefly. Reputation within a faction is a core part of how the faction is going to be benefiting you on your journey. As a representative of that faction, you will continue to increase your reputation by killing enemies and completing quests. For the Merchant Guild, this includes participating in the bazaar and completing trades at your current level. And for the Circle of Fortune, this means completing prophecies that will divine certain items after fulfilling the foretold conditions. Through earning reputation, you will ascend ranks within your faction, earning you unique benefits and options. Once you have earned reputation within a faction, that reputation stays with your account in that game mode. This means if you rank up a cycle character, all of your other cycle characters will have that rank when they join the same faction and contribute to that faction's reputation gain. You may switch factions and earn and maintain reputation with them with no penalty to your earned reputation with the other. There are currently 10 ranks to achieve in each faction, with the later ranks requiring quite a bit of commitment in order to obtain. So, while you have the freedom to change your faction at any time, you will want to pick a faction and stick with it to reach the most powerful benefits that they have to offer. It is important to note that you can only be a member of one faction at any given time per character, and items earned with the benefits from those factions will require that you are aligned with them in order to use them. So most players will want to stick to a faction that rewards their preferred playstyle. Next, let's talk about favor. Favor is the currency you will earn while slaying enemies or completing quests for each of the factions. Favor is separate from reputation. This currency can be used to either complete trades with the Merchants Guild or acquire new prophecies from the Circle of Fortune. And if you find yourself with excess favor, you can always spin the wheel with the faction gambler. Item gifting to party members has been in the game for a while now, and it isn't going anywhere. However, it's important to note that once you have joined a faction, items will start being tagged with the faction you were part of when they dropped. This means that while questing, if you are a member of the Merchants Guild, and an item drops for you, that item will still be shareable with anyone who is in the party, like always, and be available to be sold, provided that you meet the rank requirements in the Merchants Guild Bazaar. Just be sure that the person you are trading it to also meets the same faction requirements. The last use case we wanted to solve for are friends who choose to play together and just want their own little trade group, which brings us to resonances, which are a new type of item that can be found when you are questing with your friends or party members. This item can be used to enable an item to be gifted specifically to the player that you have a resonance with. even if they weren't there when the item dropped. We know a lot of times players will play with their friends, and then later, you'll be soloing a piece of content, and the perfect item drops for your buddy. Well, thanks to the new resonance system, you will be able to give them that perfect item the next time you see them. As those of you who love loot-based action RPGs know, trade and economy is a very complex and divisive issue to solve for when catering to a large player base and different playstyles, while keeping the item acquisition hunt feeling great. We can't wait to get your feedback on the system that we've come up with alongside you, and we thank you for all of your continued input and passion for helping make Last Epoch the next great action RPG. There is so much more to explore with the item faction system, so check out the deeper dive we have on our forums, and we look forward to seeing you in Last Epoch February 21st.
Okay, not bad. I mean, I knew most of this, but some things I didn't know, so that's good. Let's take a deep dive, I guess. We can analyze the trailer a bit and see what they're showing us. Obviously, there's going to be two factions, right? There's going to be the Merchants Guild, which is this, I guess, based on the merchants. And you are supposed to trade, and you're going to be interacting with other players. And it looks like it's going to be kind of action house, you know? You're going to be able to search apparently very, very deeply, deeper than the loot filter, what you exactly want. And you're gonna have three different currencies, no? Or three different currencies actually. You're gonna have your reputation, which is your level. You're gonna have your favor, which is a currency used to trade. And then you're gonna have gold, which is what you make profit off, right? So this is basically like a tax that you gain through playing. Reputation is a tax that you gain through time and also playing. And so you're not going to be able to just trade the most powerful things at level 1. Even if you drop them, you will have to play in order to trade, which is for sure going to be an interesting choice. Because it's going to definitely shock some people that are used to getting that lucky drop and then getting like a huge upgrade in their gear. Making some trades, and they're not going to be able to do these trades as early as in other games, but it's also probably going to make the journey a bit more meaningful, so that's interesting. And then obviously you have gold, which is where you're actually going to make money. Apparently this guy listed the item for free, so nice, I guess. I guess this is trolling, no? But okay, good. And it's gonna be very interesting to see what the prices of things are. We can see there's 703 pages of items listed here in this demo, so I wonder if it probably just goes forever. And hopefully you're able to super filter this. That's pretty nice. This is the other faction, right? The Circle of Fortune. Also really, that's gonna be my faction most likely. And this is gonna be based on kind of like target farming. And this is the thing I haven't interacted with yet myself, which are the lenses. But basically the lenses, we will take a deeper look at them because I'm actually not that knowledgeable about them. But you're gonna be able to influence what kind of prophecies, which are basically quests, kind of like PoE prophecies, old ones, right? Where you're gonna be able to target farm certain objectives of yours. And we will take a look at the ones that they show. Maybe trades give XP, so worth making free. I think trading and making trades and interacting with the system do give XP, but I guess you still need someone who buys it, right? Because who would buy that even for 0 gold? It's time waste, you know? We'll see. Alright, so there's different constellations that you can see. I think there's 4. And they're kind of themed around different things. Like one is more like idols and stuff. One is more like weapons. And the other one is more armors and so on, I'm pretty sure. And we see, for example, if you kill the abomination, you get a unique body armor. That's pretty cool. And what you're going to be able to do with the lenses is you're going to be able, because you can reroll these ones to have them multiple active. So I assume you're just going to be able to, you know, use your favor in a way where you're gonna be able to, for example, kill a single abomination and drop, like, 10 unique armors or whatever, because you're gonna be able to stack these ones. So it's gonna be interesting. We'll see. What is that? Exalted helmets. That's a nice view. I guess, you if you play SSF and you go for fortune, at least you get to see the view, it's nice. Obviously, there's been a lot of history and a lot of posting about this. A lot of community has been divided, right? These are the two factions. And they mentioned here that you are able to change factions between the same character, but that reaching the highest levels of each faction, which are obviously going to unlock the most powerful things like trading legendaries and stuff, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a while, even for people like me, it's my guess. And I'm totally guessing here, right, guys? Totally guessing. But we'll see. I guess they will see the feedback, once they get some data or where people are going, they can balance it out a bit. We'll see. Again, I'm going for fortune, because Giga Chat. Let's see the levels, boys and girls. So at level 1, you can trade basic items, so normals, magics, and rare items. So the level 1 is actually deceptively powerful, because a good rare item can actually be better than an average exalted, right? Like if you drop like tier 20, with every stat you want at tier 5, it's actually really powerful, Especially like weapons, body armors. Like you can trade a body armor that has like tier 5 health, tier 5 vitality, and whatever your main stat is. You are basically set till like more than empowered, and you can buy that at level 1, which I assume it's as soon as you get it, right? Which you're gonna get, I assume, this looks like chapter 9, so maybe around that, we'll see. Then you can buy and sell set items. Okay, no one's gonna use this one unless they buff them, so kappa. But jokes aside, sets are actually very good for leveling, right? There's set items that are really strong for leveling, like the Forgotten Knight sword, like the set belt that gives you armor and cast speed and stuff, Isidora's belt. So it could actually, the totem set, right? That gives you crit for your totems based on your intelligence. So there might actually be some builds that really power spike here, if you haven't dropped them yourselves, right? Trade specific unique items. Well, 3 is gonna be you're gonna be able to just build any build with this, pretty much, but no legendary potential. It's gonna be interesting to see the prices, and this is kind of like a weird choice, in my opinion. I don't know how else they can do it, because how are a Ravenous Void and a Bleeding Heart in the same tier, but in order for you to trade with a Bleeding Heart with 1 LP, which is more common than a Ravenous Void, you will have to go to the highest tiers. When it comes to how the game normally progresses, this doesn't make a lot of sense. I feel like this is really powerful for getting endgame uniques, but very weak for like the early game uniques. And I'm really wondering, because normally early on you trade for early game uniques because it's what you can afford. So I don't know. We would see, I guess. What happened here? Closed? Monka? I didn't do anything. Should it be level required instead? I have no idea. I think it's the forum is getting refreshed. People commenting.
Greetings, travelers. I'm Judd Kobler.
So let's do it like this. What the fuck? Alright. Alright, so let's see the other levels. We have trade idols. You can buy and sell idols in Bazaar directly with other players. Like... Damn. I wonder if what Absolute is saying in the chat makes sense. Like maybe having things splitting it up with a level requirement maybe would make more sense, right? Like something like level 1, you know, you can buy normals, magics, and rares, whatever, right? Level 3, you can buy uniques up to level 50, right? And then level 5, uniques up to... Kind of like how Julra works, you know? Kind of like how Julra works, where you need to go to tier 4 to use legendary potential on the high level items. Maybe that would be... I don't know, we'll have to see. But just comparing it to other games is interesting in my head. Trade idols is obviously gonna be... That's probably the most powerful, no? Out of all of them, because you're gonna be able to trade idols pretty early. And idols is the kind of thing that you really want to get good idols soon, because you can use them with a lot of builds, right? If you got good HP idols or good like smite idols on a sentinel, things like that, right? Lining Aegis idols on a mage, like for example health idols with crit avoidance on primalist, like those idols are really valuable, and you're gonna be able to get them pretty fast. Okay, trade exalted weapons. Interesting that they went for weapons the first thing, because it's the most powerful thing. No, because obviously it's the main thing that affects DPS. So interesting, to say the least. That's cool, I guess. It's exciting for new players. If you're playing trade, you probably want to be trading for weapons as soon as you can, so makes sense that it's halfway, I guess. Trade unique weapons. Ah, with legendary potential. I guess trade unique weapons with legendary potential, because you could trade weapons before. But this is just weapons with legendary potential. Interesting choice, also. Because again, this is one of the most powerful things, again. So, I guess you're buying the weapon with legendary potential, but you're not able to trade it being legendary already. It says unique weapons with legendary potential. So you still need to do the craft yourself. So I guess the chances of you getting a good outcome out of this are still pretty RNG, because you're gonna have to buy the weapon, you're gonna have to buy the thing, go at it, and then you're gonna get smacked, no? Yeah. And like some people are saying in the chat, it makes sense that they're going a bit slow on trade. Like, do it a bit restrictive at the beginning, see what happens, and then you can balance around it. Because what's the worst that can happen? If they release the game and it's too restrictive, well, they can just drop a patch the next day that makes this, you just gain experience 50% faster or whatever, right? But it's very hard to take power out of players, but it's very easy to give players, you know, to get a good reaction. So if a unique has LP at faction run 6 and you make it legendary, you can trade it. But can a person level 6 buy it? That's the question. So you can buy already crafted weapons then? I guess we'll read it, right? I guess it's explained in the article. It still has the rank 6 required, so yes, okay. Trade all excited items. Wait, trade legendary weapons. So, Aloisi, this is contradicting itself. Because this says that you need to wait for level 9 to trade legendary weapons. So I guess we're gonna have to wait and see which one is it, because this is contradicting itself. Trade all the exiled items, level 7. Trade all unique items, level 8. And trade all legendary items, level 10. We'll see how long it takes for level 10. And this is the one that is important. I'm reading from chat here. The rank requirement on the tooltip of a Merchant's Guild item will typically match the rank required to trade that particular item. So if you purchase a rank 4 idol through the bazaar, you will need to be at least rank 4 with the Merchant's Guild in order to equip that idol. The exception to this rule would be with legendary items. If you purchase a unique weapon with LP at rank 6 and create a legendary with it, it will remain its rank 6 requirement rather than increasing it to rank 8. I see. So if you buy the unique from trade and you craft it, you can sell it for profit, right? But if you find an item yourself, not trade it, and you craft it, then you cannot trade it. So I guess the only legendaries that you're gonna be seeing at level 6 are items that have gone through 2 users, no? Or like the person bought the Exalted or something like that, no? Yeah, you might slam bad stats or a stat that is not useful for you, but it might be useful for someone else, right? Let's just say you have a belt that has crit chance and damage over time, or a weapon, right? And you slam damage over time. Oh, I'm doing crit, so I'm gonna sell it because someone maybe wants the damage over time. Kind of makes sense, no? Kind of makes sense, and you can, you know, maybe you can make money out of it because the build that you're playing is less popular or whatever, right? So that's cool, I guess. Okay, let's go to Fortune. Enemy item drop chance. Enemies have a 35 chance of dropping twice as many items. Okay, more items. I like. I assume a lot of these are gonna be stacking on top of each other to make it pretty crazy. Upgraded runes of Ascendance. 45 chance of runes of Ascendance to be preserved. Okay, so you can double use it. Again, I'm not a super huge Rune of Ascendance user, but maybe early on the season, and you're getting it pretty early, it may be really nice to get your build going, you know? So, especially early on the season, makes sense that it's low level, makes sense. Idle drop chance. You have a 25 chance for 2 more to drop at the same time. Really nice, actually. Really nice, actually. Because then if you drop like a large idol, you get 2 more, so more chances of getting like good idols early on, which is kind of matching what these people are doing, no? Because they're getting trade idols at level 4, they're giving you more idols at level 3, so you can kind of offset that a bit, and by the time you get to level 4, hopefully you have decent idols, so you don't need to trade for them. Kind of makes sense, right? Kind of makes sense, the pros and cons. Cool. And again, here we start getting into the Exalted stuff. And you're just getting 50% more likely to be Exalted. This is affixes. Affixes. Well, depending on how the math works on this is gonna be crazy. 50% more likely. So it's a multiplier. So I assume this works with rarity and everything. It's a multiplier. So if you have item rarity, and let's just say normally an item is like with all the increases of rarity and stuff, let's just say it has a 5% chance to being Exalted. Now it's gonna be a 10% chance. And this is for every affix. So to me, again, I don't know exactly how the calculations are happening, because I don't know, it doesn't really state. I don't know if it can only happen once. It doesn't. It seems like it just can happen on any item multiple times. But it sounds really powerful. 35% chance of double rewards from Monolith Echoes. Imagine it triggering on XP at level 100. This is a bit of a tilter, no? Nice. I don't know about this one. I don't know. I would have liked more something like 35% chance for rewards on the monolith to be of a higher rarity. You know, so if it's normal, it can go to unique, and if it's unique, it can go to exalted or something like that. This seems so random. Like, I wonder how many times. I guess when it hits, it's gonna feel good. I don't know. We'll see. Because the thing is that if you drop a unique and then you drop it twice, I guess it's double uniques. I don't know, we'll see. Because I assume it's just a reroll. It's not the same item, it's a reroll of the reward. So you can drop two different uniques of a single unique reward echo. So that's nice, I guess. We'll see. It's gonna be great to get XP though. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a reroll. Alright, Bear. Do we get to see the high levels? I guess we'll see them later. I think I know them if they haven't changed them, but... Okay, so... 80,000 gold. Minion melee damage. 23% poison penetration. Guys, season 1 is gonna be a season of seasons, guys. It's definitely gonna be, we're gonna do, definitely gonna be seasoning, okay? It's gonna be a great experience. Holy, what the 23% pen. What tier is that? Mon, guys. Minion flat damage 27. 20 season 1 starts 21 of February. Absolutely, yes. Well, this new stat sim, absolute crazy. We will see. Well, if this is tier 5, it means tier 7 is double. So hey, 60 flat damage for your minions on your weapon. What can go wrong, right? Because minions are definitely weak. Minions are really weak in Last Epoch, guys. And this minion, it's melee and spell, just in case. I wonder if you... This is a staff. You can get this twice, no? You can get minion melee damage twice. Because you could get the minion melee damage with spell and the minion melee damage with bow. You can get both, no? And then you seal the penetration or something? Yo, squirrels with a staff? Let's go. Squirrels with a staff? Let's go. Yeah, abomination. Yeah. So, oh my god. I'm thinking about it and I'm scared. I mean, this is pretty nice for 1k. 5,000 of this though. And he has, at level 3 he has 8, I don't know how these numbers, if these numbers are to be taken serious, but... It seems like, why is the, look at the difference in price though. Look. Exalteds are 5,000. Rares are 390. So the jump in price is huge. I assume that for each tier of the reward, the price goes up significantly, right? So at the beginning things are giga cheap, and then eventually, like I assume a 4 LP item is gonna cost like 100k or something dumb. We will see. All right, let's see what else can we snatch. The prophecies, death of Shade of Orbis. You get small Lagon idols times 10. Dude, imagine if you stack. How many can you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You can get 46 of these things. Yes, but the numbers you are seeing, we got a dep in the chat saying that, but the numbers we're seeing are not finalized. We're still balancing based on community tester feedback, but they will be scaling. Okay, so we will see how they scale. Thank you, Photon. That's interesting. Very nice. So you can get 48 of this. 48. Dude, imagine if you get this 40 times, 48 times. You just stack them, right? And then you go kill the Shade of Orbis. How many idols can you get? 480. Let's go, man. We're gonna see some clips here. We like, make it, hashtag make it rain. And there's the double prophecy. That's true. So with perfect RNG, you can get 1,000 idols. Actually, Does this one works on any idol? This is not a drop, right? What is this? Whenever an idol drops, is this a drop? Are prophecies drops? Because it doesn't say from an enemy, it just says drops. So I assume it counts like echo rewards and no? Because then you could also you could potentially no get 1,500 idols on a single shade kill. And the best thing is that you can't trade them, so you need to keep them for yourself. We're gonna be like a little hamster getting ready for Christmas. Items from prophecies are duplicated. Oy, oy, oy. I mean, we will see, no? Like, this guy is level 7 and has... Again, these numbers are to be... We've been told not to look at them too seriously. But I wonder how much prophecies are. I guess we're gonna see some now. 12 Lagonian idols! Wait a minute, it can be even more. Trade idols, trade exalted weapons, we've seen this already, yeah. Ah, they're explaining the favor and the reputation thingy. Okay. This looks nice, the lighting. This zone looks sick. What is this though? It's like a wall? It's like a contention wall or something? Oh, that guy looks sick. MTX when? Look at this. It's like a... Looks Asian or something, no? Or like the tunic. Very, very like mystic vibes, no? Like Mulan. Really cool. You're leaving the faction. Okay, so we're gonna be able to change factions, but whenever you change faction, I think you don't lose your reputation, but do you lose your favor? Because he has 0 here. Do you lose your favor? That's the question. I mean, you could just spend it before changing, right? So it's not like a huge deal. You don't lose your favor, Steve? Or not at the moment. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So Jad was saying in the voiceover, he was saying that they don't really recommend jumping back and forward. But I assume this is also based on the average gamer and not me. So I assume if you just play 12 hours a day, it's probably gonna be you're gonna be able to fuck around, right, and see. But if you're someone who's gonna play a bit, you probably want this choice is probably gonna be pretty meaningful. Yeah, because the XP needs to get to level 10. It's more than it takes to be level 100. Okay, and level 100 right now is not as easy as it used to be. Like, I think even for... I mean, you can definitely get level 100 if you blast, like, in 24 hours or whatever, like a madman. But realistically, it's gonna probably take you, like... If you start... Probably, like, 4 days if you play, like, 10 hours a day or something like that. Maybe a bit more. And if you know what you're doing, of course. So let's just say that someone who knows what they're doing to get maximum level blasting, maybe it's like a week, maybe? Cyborg Works says in chat, I don't know, I don't see why would you level the both outside of just wanting to mess around in both, since you can equip both at the same time. I'm pretty sure that's the intention, no? It's just so people don't feel the FOMO of, oh, I choose something and I didn't like it. You're done, you know, because in other games, if you choose like basically SSF or whatever or trade, then you're like you need to make a new character, you know, for the most part. I mean, you can change from SSF to trade, but I don't think you can do the other way around, right? So at least this way, especially new players are gonna feel the freedom of just like, maybe it's just in a couple levels you probably know if it's your dive or not. If you're a trade enjoyer, you know. Yeah. If you, most people are not gonna be changing, but it's nice to have the option, right? It's nice to have the option. Galila. Who needs Julia when you have Galila? Okay. I like. Oh, look, she's here. Okay. Uniques are twice as likely to have legendary potential. Twice as likely to have, I assume, one legendary potential. No, just if you get one out of it, it's boom. No, that's it. So I guess how much of an impact is this gonna have? Twice as likely, because the uniques that you can reliably, yeah, exactly. The uniques that you can reliably get with legendary potential normally have a 1% chance, right? We're not talking about Ravenous Void and things like. Even Ravenous Void is like 1 in 110 or something. I think Wings of Argentus is 1 in 100. So I guess now it's 2 in 100. No. It depends how it scales with. It depends if they make it so you can scale legendary potential from other ways, right? No, that's Misha. That chance of not having LP at all is for Runes of Ascendance, and after that they roll normally. And I somehow have 2 1 LP wings. The thing is, like, LP wings is actually not that rare. It's 1 in 100, and if you if you are really a no-lifer, right, and you just play the game, you can probably get 1 a day. You know, you can probably get 1 a day if you're just blasting on a group and stuff, or you just have a character that is really high corruption, and how many maybe not 1 a day, but 1 every 2-3 days. And if you get lucky, well, you get lucky, you know. 1% is not that, dude. 1% things happen to you every day, you know. 1% is not rare at all, you know, for when it comes to ARPG RNG. Items that would drop as rare have a 25% chance of becoming exalted. Okay, this is starting to get funky, okay? Funky business here. So, affixes are 35%, no? To 35% it is to be exalted. And items have 25% to becoming exalted. And I assume these two things are additive with each other. Well, they synergize with each other. Because you can re-roll an item. This one seems pretty crazy. Items, this is just a flat 25% reroll. So you're just gonna be seeing what, 25% more exalted, pretty much, you know? Because you drop a lot, maybe even more actually. Because you drop actually maybe more, no? Like we can do like a small experiment, right? But if you normally, right? Let's just say from these numbers are out of my imagination. Only from rares though. Blue and whites don't count. Okay, that's true. So if you had to say from 10 items, let's just say 1 is exalted. How many are rares and how many are whites? Because whites, you don't really see that many endgame, right? Even without loot filter, you don't really see whites. Because item rarity they don't really drop whites anymore. Then what? It's let's just say it's like blues, to be honest, the same, right? Yeah, something like that. I think all of this is gonna, 25% of this is just gonna go here. So this could be pretty substantial, depending. I mean, we'll have to look at the numbers exactly, but it's not just that. you also have the other thing that rerolls affixes themselves, right? I think double exalteds are just gonna be really common, no? Because you could... No? Because you could drop an item that is a rare, 25%, now it's exalted, and now the other three affixes all have 35% reroll or more likeliness to be exalted. So I think double exalteds on SSF are actually gonna be normal, no? But, very normal. I think they have to compete with trade when... yeah, but the thing is, like, I wonder if this is even better, no, than trade? Because these chances are really strong. Like, for example, I played this game a lot, right? I got like 10,000 hours. And how many double exalteds that are actually useful, right? That you actually want to wear over like a tier 7, tier 5, tier 5, tier 5, do you actually have and use? Because I don't think you know, I guess this, depending on how many people play, right, on trade, like always, right, it's gonna depend how much powerful this is in comparison, because this just has straight value no matter how many people play, right? It's just powerful, boom. If a lot of people if a lot of people don't play trade, then they're screwed, no? In comparison. So we need a lot of players. They can always balance it out again, but when a set item would drop, the whole set drops. Huh. Huh. By level 9, don't you have all sets? No? I mean, maybe they add some sets in the long run. I mean, I know they have plans for sets, so maybe this is gonna be... Let's imagine they have legendary potential for sets in the future, or something like that. Then this suddenly becomes really good. Because imagine if there is a system in the future where you need to put an entire set into a... You need to put an entire set into a thingy, and then it creates like an extra bonus, or it creates like something like that. Maybe this is not... this doesn't seem really useful to me now, but potentially it could be one of the best. If sets have like some sort of mechanic in the future that I'm sure they have planned, right? Sorry about the question. What is a faction? A faction is basically what additive and method of progression you're gonna be adding to your character. So basically, you're gonna be able to choose if you go for a trading experience, which is the faction called the Merchants Guild, and you're gonna have every mechanic in the game, etc. Plus, you're gonna be able to trade, right? Or you can go for the Circle of Fortune, which doesn't allow you to trade, but you get, you know, bonus loot, and it's like juiced drops. Basically, you get like a bit better loot to compensate for the lack of trade. And the idea is to make them both equally fun and fulfillful experiences when you're playing the game. Do we know how and when we get access to factions? I don't think this is mentioned, but to me, at least trade looks very desert. But again, you could just... I mean, you could technically access through it through a portal. So who knows? Maybe when you get to the end of time the first time, they tell you, hello! You know? We'll see. I don't know. I assume it's during the campaign. It says it in the blog is when we hit Majelka. Surprise Pikachu face. I didn't know that. Kappa. I need to be careful to what to say because I don't want to break NDA. I am just basically pretending to be clueless, guys. Wow, level 10. Which one? Oh, prophecies duplicate? Oh my god. I mean, this one will be obviously as powerful as prophecies are, right? Because obviously we took the brief look at some of the prophecies. These things. The question is, how often do you get them? How long do they last? Because I've seen some that had, like, this one seems like it's a one use, but some of them seem like they last longer. See, like there, it says fulfill 2 times. This one seems nice. Any dungeon, that's nice. So, I guess are we gonna be able to have like full prophecies all the time? Or are they gonna be very scarce unless you save up? This is gonna be very interesting, actually. I wonder if people are gonna save favor, go into this menu or whatever it is, the observatory I think it's called, and then prepare a run. Can you toggle them on and off? I don't think you can, but I'm not 100%. I don't think you can. I mean, the way you can toggle them off is just not do them, right? Just don't do dungeons. Why would you want to? Maybe you want to wait for a level where prophecies can double, no? Cyborg, you could save them up and then activate at level 10, so you have a chance to duplicate. That could be like a starving strategy, no? Where you starve yourself so you can like a hibernation build, you know? Just don't buy them before, I guess. I don't know if I have no idea. Maybe buying them gives you... I assume buying them maybe gives you XP. Like interacting... I would assume interacting with the system is rewarding regardless of the loot. Are prophecies items? Maybe you could just take them out. I don't think they are. I don't think they are. No, they said completing them gives you XP. Okay, so you actually want to actively do them, right? To get more reputation or whatever. I did not know that. Okay. So I guess if these are powerful and these are common and these are very profitable, the time invested and stuff, then obviously the last level is going to be really powerful. It's going to be really hard to tell until the game is live, honestly. Because even if we go into CT now and we test, you know, it's kind of like a weird environment to begin with because everything's kind of like floating and doesn't really have a lot of weight because it doesn't really matter, right? We'll see. These 7 affixes are twice as common. Oh shit. Oh. I don't know the numbers of what the difference between tier 6 and tier 7 are, but I think it's quite substantial, no? Like what, every 10 exalted items, how many are tier 7? Like 2, maybe? The jump is pretty big. So this could go up to already basically almost half, you know, and less, I feel? Yeah, maybe. The thing is, in my filter, I don't really show a lot of the useless tier 6. Yeah, we would have to check with Tank or check with the data miners or whatever, and I'm sure someone will pull that information, and then we will yoink it and pretend we discovered it, like we always do. So, classic. Okay, this guy's playing Poison Rogue. What is this enemy? I have never seen these guys. Well, are they just ignited or? It seems like they're in fire beforehand, no? Because this guy just got aggro. Are they suicide bombers? Well, I've never seen those guys before. We'll see. Maybe they do a bit. They do deal hybrid damage or something. Okay. Listed for asking price 5,000. This 5,000, it's been the same for all exalted items. So I just assume this 5,000 is always 5,000 basically. Can we see our favor? Is this what I have? You can set the goal though. Yeah, it looks like they wanna. Why is this item 1,000 though? It has no. Maybe the price also goes up per base or something, per level requirement. Maybe. But why is this item 1,000? And again, maybe the numbers are just they took the pictures at different times. I don't know. It could be anything, right? 75,000. Okay. This is the guys. We are 100%. You know, 5k for Exalted seems, at least from what we've seen, pretty solid information. But again, they have said, the devs have said that is very likely to change. So it might be 4k, it might be 6k, it might be... But it seems like that's what it looks like. And again, it doesn't really mean anything, because we don't know how long it takes to get 5k. If it takes 5 minutes, then you're gonna be trading all day. If it takes 5 days, then we're starving, boys. Dude, look at this! Look at these idols. Yeah, I've seen that this one rolls at Stout. Dude, Stout idols, 48 of these prophecies. Holy moly, we're getting HP idols, bros. 1k for non-exalted. We've seen lower than that. We've seen lower than that in the post. We've seen like 300 something here, or somewhere. I don't remember. This one? No, where is it? This one, no? No. What? Yeah, I don't know. We saw one. This one, the rare, 390. So I don't know. Maybe it's just maybe the pictures were taken at different times, right? Maybe they were taken at different times. What else? Oh, look at this, by the way. Lizard. I thought this guy was gonna be tiny. This is the MTX guy, no? The one that you get on the drops, the Twitch drops, right? This is the Twitch drops guy. He's huge. He's big boy. That looks really nice, actually. Oh, he has a tonk. I think it's the same. Join Merchants Guild. Guys, who are you guys picking so far? Are you Fortune Boys, Blessed, or are you Merchant Businessman? Businessman or Lucky Boy? What are we going for here? COF? Any business people? Any business people? I'm leaning COF. COF not even close. If they don't reduce drop rates, totally trade is finding loot too much, right? They have said they will look at it, honestly. They have said they're gonna look at drops. And they have also said that corruption and modifiers are gonna work differently. So, for those who don't know, I'm gonna explain this very quickly. But basically, at the moment, corruption, right, is very easy. And the difficulty spikes come from hard modifiers, right? And these modifiers is what gives you the item rarity, which is what gives you good loot, good profit. And basically what people are doing right now is people are trying to reach the maximum, right, item rarity with the minimum difficulty. And that's kind of like what people are doing, because you can get modifiers, you can do like 1,000 corruption or whatever, but making sure that you don't make your maps too hard and just get just a lot of loot, right? But they're changing this now, so corruption is gonna be the main source of difficulty, and they're also gonna make it so modifiers only last 3 echoes, and they don't scale. They're static from level 1 to level 100, I think. So in theory, right, the average item rarity that people have should go down by a lot, while increasing the average difficulty at high corruption by a lot. Because you're not gonna be able to cheese the system now. In theory, right? I don't have too much experience with it. Even in CT, I haven't really done it, right? So basically what people are saying in the chat, right? You can just go give them all defensive mods, your build does giga damage anyway, and you just get crazy loot. So I'm wondering if maybe now, even to do 300, 400, 500 corruption, it's not gonna be like pretty much any build can do it, or I can just cheese the mods and go do beacons, you know, because a lot of people do that too. Like before you kill a boss or whatever, just go, you die on purpose, or you do a bit of cheesing, or you go do a like a Shade of Orbis or whatever, so you lose your modifiers. You're not gonna be able to do that, right? So I would assume this will affect loot a lot, but we'll see. We'll see. What is this? 500 gold. Okay, this guy is RMT, no? RMT? RMT or? This is RMT, no? Ban? The item looks different, no? The item, it's like floating. It looks kind of clean. I think they have looked at it. Vendor price? It says... Oh, wait a minute. Ah, this is fortune. This is a fortune item. Ah, so you cannot trade this one. Yeah, it's a vendor price. Yeah. Okay, not ban, guys. Not bannable. Trade meta is going to be use the item that lets you ignore trade restriction. Can't imagine many folks want to trade low level items to progress faction. We'll see how it shakes out though. Yeah. That's the one question I have. Looking at the system so far, is like, well, there is two kind of items that you want to be trading, right? You want to be trading rare items, but pretty much anyone that plays the game can just get them eventually. And with one LP or multiple LP, they basically don't really exist, or they're just gonna be so expensive that the average player is not gonna, you know, just because you can buy a Ferrari doesn't mean everyone has a Ferrari, right? Just because there's an economy doesn't mean you're gonna be able to participate on the top tier of it. So I think those items seems like they're gonna be super exclusive, even if a lot of people play. And then you have the really easy items to get that are really common, something like Bleeding Heart, right? Bleeding Heart, or like, you know, the Falcon, or things like that. Grimoire. But those items with 1 LP, I think they're gonna need the highest level. No, I think it's the highest level on trading. Am I correct? Am I correct? Trade all legendary items. Yeah. Oh, all unique items with legendary potential. So level 8 at least, no? And if it's crafted already, right, by someone else, then because someone dropped it, then even more. So I don't know. We will see, because I don't know if we will see if the average player gets to level. The average player is not reaching level 100 with their characters. So and normally, I mean, maybe I'm wrong about this, but trade is normally targeted towards people who want to go fast, no? Like most people who play trade, they play trade because they don't want to, they just want to skip steps. And I understand that the devs don't want that to be just the case, but I wonder where they're gonna meet each other. Faction pick is dependency on how the final trade system will work. If you have a lot of limitations from what we call trade, it's an illusion for sure. Most people will go COF. Being on skill, yeah, that's basically kind of like what I'm hinting at. But at the same time, they have never promised like a free economy or anything like that. So to me, the trade system looks really powerful for people who play a lot but don't enjoy grinding, right? Because some people like playing the game a lot, but they don't like doing the same content over and over. They don't like the MMO farming brain. They don't like killing the same boss 20 times in a row. So if you're a player who wants to play a lot and wants to play many different builds, but you don't want to commit to farming the same item for 2 weeks in COF, trade is probably going to be really powerful because you're going to have a lot of wealth. There's not going to be that many people buying these kind of items. And you're going to be able to just like, if you were someone who didn't grind, you know, killing the dungeon boss for 20 times in a row every day, you're probably going to be able to progress much further than you used to. But to me so far, it looks like the ceiling of items, it's going to be leaning towards Circle of Fortune unless trade is giga populated, no? Because normally it's the opposite, no? Normally trade always has the best items, right? People get the most powerful. And I'm wondering, if you're a guy who plays 20 hours a day, what system gets you the most powerful at the end of a cycle? Because in trade, you're kind of depending on other people. And most people are not going to even be part of that top trade because they're not going to get the top levels. So I will go trade just for the simple there's something completely new style, and I want to try it. I think that's a really good mentality, actually. Kind of like go with an open mind, and if you don't like it, you can always switch. The biggest thing holding trade back is that you can only trade the item once. It will really limit the power. Ooh, and I forgot about that too. Huh. What happens with legendaries? Do we know? If I buy an Exalted, or if I buy a unique, and I mix it with an Exalted that I have found, can I trade the legendary? Because normally, as far as I know, the unique, when it becomes legendary, is the same item. It's the same item ID. So you should not be able to do that. But the other way around, it works, I think. If you buy the Exalted and you use it on a unique, you have... Then I have no idea. I guess we're gonna have to see. If one of the items has the tag, the legendary will also have the tag, I think. Yeah, I have no idea. But I guess this is what chat is talking about, right? Depending on how exactly they do these things, well, trade is gonna be very, very different. And the same goes for the Circle of Fortune, honestly. Like this like prophecy stuff, and how useful are they really gonna be? Are we gonna be doing them daily? Are we gonna be doing them every 5 minutes? Like, it's confusing. If I want to have several common 3 LP uniques and 1 LP Bastion Saldo Wound, should I go trade or COF? Based on what I'm seeing, I wouldn't even think about it, and I would go COF. If you plan to play a lot, Misha. Because you can... Because those items are common, you know? Like, I already have these items, I already have those items in... Like, because Saldo Wound with LP is not giga rare, and neither is... Like, getting a Bastion with 1 LP. Now, you can be dropping unique shields all the time, and they're twice as likely to LP. I don't know, I think it should be doable in a cycle, but we'll see. I guess for super... I don't know. It depends on how many people play trade. Still hard to understand the mechanic that is adopting over control for trade to say if it's going to be good system. I need to test both. Yeah. I generally don't think people will sell giga rare items since it's trade once only. Yeah, that's a big point, because you're not gonna be flipping, right? Like, if you drop something so good that you know it's once in a lifetime, are you really gonna sell it for gold? You know? Like, just keep the item, make gold, and then I guess we'll see the prices. Maybe you are forced to sell because everything is so expensive that if you don't sell, you can't make gold. And that's another topic too. This guy is is putting up an asking price of 75,000 while having 36k on his stash. It's like, hey, let me just quintuple my money really fast. Who knows? Trading idols to me seems the most powerful, no? Trading idols? Trading idols is gonna be crazy, I feel. Because idols is the one thing that people don't really value unless they're playing that class or that build, right? I don't think people will stash idols. Like, if I know I'm never gonna play minion build, I'll just sell the minion my idols. I don't care. And the same goes for a minion player, right? If a minion player drops like some melee idol, I think for idols it's gonna be trade fantasy. Which, to be honest, that's probably pretty good for new players because they kind of struggle with idols. They don't really, they get they lose faith when they're not getting the idols they want. If you drop an item that will found your whole build, why not sell it? Missing days, because by the time you find an item that can do that, you're already past level 100, and your build is probably already. And that's the thing too. Will it found your whole build? That's the thing. I have no idea. Because if I have to give an educated guess, okay, I drop 1 LP Bastion, 1 LP Bastion, or 1 LP Ravenous Void. Let's get crazy, right? I have 1 LP Ravenous Void. How much would I sell it for? Dude, 50 million or I'm not giving it away. There's no way. Because I can farm 50 million in 5 days. No? No? How much million? Some people are saying 150. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I don't know about you, but it's not like people have a lot of gold these days. Because stash tabs are crazy. Exactly, Alwizi. No one's gonna have that money, especially on a cycle. Dude, I'm gonna spend 150 mil on stash tabs without trading. I think 0 LP Ravenous Void is 30-50 mil. Is it though? You can just farm it. And by the time you get it, you made 50 million. No? I mean, I have no idea, man. I have no idea. I think it all depends on how many people are playing. Because if you have a lot of people playing... Yeah, I don't know. See, actually, for something like Ravenous Void... See, Ravenous Void is a really weird case. Like the rare uniques that you never get LP, they're actually probably the best items to sell. Because you're not locked behind the high levels. You can trade them really, really early. No? Well, not really early, but pretty early. Weapons seem also... Rare weapons also seem pretty nice. Level 8. Level 8 still pretty high, no? What did I miss? Factions are looking good? Yeah, they're looking good. I was kind of familiar with them, but I'm learning more as I go. Trade absolutely super depends on player count. And this is my prediction, guys. I have a prediction. Okay. They're gonna release trade, and 99% of people who are gonna play trade are gonna be absolute useless gamers who have never played Last Epoch. They come from other games, and they're gonna absolutely fail, right? And then they're gonna cry on Reddit. They're gonna buff it, right? Because it's gonna be an outcry. And then, when the players that are bad become good, trade is broken. Because they, because trade is, it's not that trade is gonna be weak. It's that it's gonna be weak because they're bad. And then they buff it, the guys get good, and then GG. That's my prediction. We will see. We will see. Okay, we were watching this. We're watching this thing is the lenses thingy. 700 favor. He has 20k. We'll see how much you have. That means you can get a lot, but we'll see. Ooh, what is this? Can we date it? This is kind of hot, no? Is that a siren? I guess. Okay, what is this? I had no idea about this. Faction Bender. These items look kind of sick. Unidentified. So I assume they're gonna become normal items. Favor costs 4,200. Guy on full exalteds. Hell yeah, brother. I think they can be exalted. Yeah, I assume it's like... Why would you do this? I'm thinking. Why would you do this? Because if you're doing this, it probably means prophecies are bad, no? Can you gamble uniques? Ah, maybe this is the old gambler, no? Because this item is level 52. So it's not... Ah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. But... kind of weird, no? They already have a gambler for... we'll see. Oh, but do you think these are actual bases? I thought they would just look like this. Are these actually new implicits? Wait a minute. But I mean, these items exist, though. These exalteds exist. That is the unique... Wait, this is weird. I think it's placeholders. I mean, and they did the entire art style for it? Oh, you mean the thing? Circle of Fortune 200 sword. But it says unidentified, so... Rolling rarity. Oh, wait! It is its own thing. Wait, what? I mean, that base? We know that base, though. Huh? It's not a new base, though. This is like the low level base. The strength block, no? This used to be melee damage base, no? I think this base exists. The strength base exists. And this base that I saw, the staff or whatever, that base also exists. It's the... that's Titan Blade, right? That's Moon Staff. I saw I don't know how I didn't see it again, but I saw a spear with 160. I don't know how I didn't see it now. Maybe I'm getting old. But... Huh? I swear to God, I saw this item. It looked like the spear. Yeah, it's the Void Spear, no? It's a Bastion base. Yeah, exactly. It's the base of uniques. So maybe you can get... Can you get gloves with the Ravenous, the 10 Vitality base gloves? Because I think they're, you know... That would be pretty sick. Interesting. Maybe... I don't know. Too many questions, honestly. Too many questions and no answers. Gains faction requirements with trade between players. So this requires action. This requires no action. So technically, COF is for lazy people. Perfect. Because you just get this by finding things. You actually have to go and trade. I mean, it's instant, right? So it shouldn't be too time consuming. My boy Zarek. Okay. I guess since he's appearing on this video, this means confirmed he's getting the same model for 1.0. That is the only thing I don't want them to change in the game. The Zarek model and Scream. What are these things? What is this? What? What is this? Are they trying to appeal to the Asian market? What is this? What the? Ugh. They're pistachios. It's true. Okay, resonances. Resonates with Mr. Carp. Resonates with Mrs. Anna. Okay. Used to gift and bypass normal gifting restrictions. Can be used with exalted or legendary items. Must be stored before use. Stored by pressing the transfer materials button. Can be used with... Does this bypass? Wait, does this bypass? Circle of Fortune? Merchant's Guild think? Can I resonance to a friend of mine a fortune item? He's not gonna be able to sell it, but I can do it, no? Think so. It still has the faction tag, yeah, but it says it ignores... It says it ignores the restrictions, no? So... Oh, they still need the faction requirement to equip it. Okay, okay, that makes sense. But you could technically gear up a friend, right? You could technically gear up a friend. I could see this being some sort of like... Because let's be... You could just... Can you funnel gold? Can you funnel gold somehow? Like you're playing on a group. You're always the one doing like gold stuff. I'm sure someone will find a way to exploit it. It's not gonna be me. The time it will take to get all the resonances will probably take lower than the time they would just gear up. I have no idea how long they take. I assume these ones are common and these ones are non-common, no? This one looks like a nice amulet. I kind of wanna wear this on my Void Knight. No? Kind of sexy. It kind of looks like sexy lips, no? Nice. Kind of want to look into it. Kind of want to stick my fingers. Okay. Okay, I saw something weird here. What is this? This is a monolith map, no? And this just appeared. What is this? What is this quest? And this guy is like, is he gonna get eaten? Ah! Wait a minute, he got eaten. Immersion, hell yeah, brother. What was that Sentinel melee attack? What? Sentinel? I don't think I don't think I can see sentinels. I have a filter on. Oh, this? That's Flame Reef. That's Flame Reef, I think. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, this guy gets eaten. That's nice. Bear looking thick. Okay, prices. So 390. That's the same. Okay. I wonder how the uniques cost. Oh. Oh. So this is the search function. They said it's gonna be better than the loot filter, right? You're gonna be able to filter by legendary potential and stuff, right? Okay, this is the thing I haven't seen yet. The lenses. So you're gonna be able to stick these lenses into the constellations, into the telescopes, to get to get more prophecies of the type you want. So obviously, what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the idol. We're gonna put full idols, and we're just gonna reroll for idols to get 1,500 stout idols to drop on a single abomination kill. Those scale up to level 10, by the way. So at rank 2 it's 10%. Is rank 10 50% per lens? Is it linear or? Because that could be a lot of, that's a lot of percent. It's already rank 2 and it's 10%, so I assume it's 5% per rank. It's 10 per rank? Oh, maybe it's just a visual thing then. I apologize. Who knows? Maybe rank 1 doesn't count? I don't know. 10% increase per rank? Yeah, maybe rank 1 doesn't count? I don't know. I think you unlock them at level 1, maybe? Or that's why... I have no idea. I have no idea. Brothers and sisters. Well, this one works, though. This one is 20%, so I guess that one is just bad. Why is this 15%? I guess they have different rates depending on the thing too. We'll see, I guess. These ISIS lens. Well, I'm now demonetized. Nice. This I think idols look sick, honestly. The idol stuff looks sick to me. More than anything. The idol stuff looks sick to me. What is the difference between regional and greater lenses? I'm pretty sure greater you can lose on any telescope because they have just generic bonuses. And regionals, like for example, if it says you can find more idols, but you go in the constellation that doesn't have idols at all, I'd assume you can do that. So those, right? Because I think the constellations are divided by type of item. So I assume you can use the lenses to make sure that just so you go into the weapon constellation, but you don't want to see fucking staffs or whatever. You just want to see axes or swords. Actually, you just want to see swords. Because swords are the best weapon, as we all know in this chat, right? And then you just use one sword everywhere, right? So you just find more swords whenever you're re-rolling the prophecies, no? In the past, those lenses give more based on your current COF rank, so at level 10 you will get 10 bonus on each lens. Okay. So like 100 per lens, almost? 100 per lens? So you're gonna, let's just say you put 3 of these that give you 300% chance to find more swords. I assume you're gonna be seeing a lot of swords. Because let's just say like 5 spawn at a time. How many weapon types there are? There's not that many weapon types. So I assume every like reroll or so, 300% increase chance. Yeah, from the base chance, right? So I assume what it does is to replace other types. You're just more likely to get those, no? So if normally it's 1 out of 10, it's gonna be like, 4 out of 10. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And by default, I assume you're gonna be seeing less of the others, no? I wonder if you can also like block certain things, because I found. Well, I can't really say this, but let's just say hypothetically, it's not that I know this, hypothetically, that you hate Arena or you hate Lagon, but you keep getting Lagon prophecies. Can I not do Lagon? Please, can I like block him? Or something like that. That would be nice. Brief story, we know the story. What are factions? Well, we know the factions, right? So nothing really important. Joining a faction. Your first opportunity to join either the Merchants Guild or the Circle of Fortunes comes with the arrival of the Upper District. Okay, that's good. Of the great mercantile city Majalka. Here Zerek will introduce you to both factions and provide you with the opportunity to take a look at that each has to offer. Upon selecting either Merchants Guild or Circle of Fortune, will be guided to the faction central. The bazaar and the observatory. The bazaar is finally making it. Nice. We're gonna dive into these hubs later. Okay. The item faction panel. Okay, we've kind of seen this in the video. Okay. There's info on the blocking. Nice. Let's take a look at it. Rank and reputation. So this is your rank, that's your reputation. Nice. Your reputation with the faction is never lost. Okay, so you can switch, it's never lost. Good. There are a total of 10 ranks. Obtaining rank 10 with a faction will take some time. So while you have the freedom to charge your faction at any time, you want to find your preferred faction. Okay, so this is when you call, right, a business and you ask how expensive it is to stay in the hotel, and the answer is it's a premium suit. They don't say it's expensive, they say it's premium, right? Will take some time. Basically translate into you noobs are not getting it unless you grind a lot. So we will see, right? We will see how long it takes, but they never really use this vocabulary. So I'm interested to see. Again, I assume if you play quite a bit, probably gonna be like 4 days or so, no? We will see. I would be surprised. They say it's more than level 100. Level 100 takes around, if you play 10 hours a day, I think like 4 days or so. Maybe depends on what content you're doing. So maybe a week for level 10. If you're playing, not going out of your way to get it early. We'll see. Favor. Favor is your primary currency with the faction. Separate from reputation, favor is the currency you will use to interact with the faction mechanics, regardless of gold or anything else. Grants reputation when spent. Oh, so you spend it? You spend favor to gain a reputation. Okay, so you gain the currency and you spend the currency to level up faster. Makes sense, right? You're incentivized to actually interact with the mechanic and to spend your favor. That's good. The amount of favor you gain. Oh, you gain with Killa. With the Merchants Guild, you will need favor to list an item to purchase items. With Circle of Fortune, you will need for prophecies. Favor can only be earned by slaying enemies. Is there a favor cap? I have no idea. I don't. Why? I have no idea. Maybe there is. I have no idea though. Depths? Wait. Can only be earned slaying enemies and completing quest. Guys, we are Arena. Arena is in the meta. Arena is in the meta, boys. Are the graphics better with point real release compared to the beta? Yes. Yes, they are much better, yes. And they're getting even better. They're doing new lining and everything next patch. So I think you're gonna be pretty impressed. And performance is much better. Still not perfect, but it's much better. If you can't pass... No, he's asking favor, not reputation. Because obviously, reputation, once you get level 10, it's level 10. But favor, you want to trade and buy profit. Like, favor, you always want to have as much as possible, no? So you can trade the most and buy the most prophecies and all that. If you find yourself in a position where you have excess favor, you can spend it with the faction vendor. Excess favor. So maybe there is a cap, actually. And you want to be spending... Oh, I have no idea. How can you have excess money? You can never have enough. And I'm saying that as a broke boy. Maybe that's why. If you play both, you need two times the stash tabs. Sounds good to me. There's one of the summer with the new lining falls. Yeah, it looks nice. Item faction rank requirements. Okay, this is kind of nice. As a member of an item faction, you'll find items that have an attached faction. This can be found at the bottom right there, right? For merchants, items, you'll gain a faction rank requirement when you do the trade, right? And on the fortune whenever you drop it. The rank requirement on the tooltip of a Merchant's Guild item will typically match the rank required to trade that particular item. So if you purchase a rank 4 idol through the bazaar, you will need to be at least rank 1 with the Merchant's Guild in order to equip that idol. So, yeah, I mean, if you can buy it, you can wear it, kind of, no? That's basically what I'm reading here. If you can buy it, you can wear it. The exception to this rule would be legendary items. I guess not. If you purchase a unique weapon with LP at rank 6 and create a legendary with it, it will retain its rank 6 requirement rather than increasing to rank 8. But I mean, I understand. So if you buy a unique because you want to make it legendary, it doesn't become rank 8 because they're legendaries. But you cannot sell it though, right? You cannot sell it because it's already been traded. Yeah or no? Yeah or nay? You cannot sell it, so you can't sell it. Twink items? I mean, for sure. There's gonna be a lot of twinking, or just getting. I think this is just gonna be nice to getting characters started. You know, you know, you go in. Let's be honest. You can trade. You can trade the rare gear at level 1. You join the faction and boom, you can trade rare items, right? Dude, with rare items you can beat the entire game, right? Because rare items can actually be extremely powerful. So I actually think low level farming for rares is gonna be like, people are gonna be on full tier 20s, level 40, you know? Or what? What is that? Merchant's Guild plus no requirement, Merchant's Guild legendary. COF plus no requirement, COF legendary. COF plus ENG fails, not allowed. Okay. What is... Okay, I see. So the one tag will stay. So if you have... This is when you breed items, right? No request stays no request, so it cannot be traded, but you can wear it with any character, right? The following, okay, I understand. So no flipping, boys. The only profit you're making is gold. So I guess they really want to incentivize. It can be traded. Yeah, but it can only be traded once. I mean, so you cannot buy an item, craft it, and then trade it because it's already been traded, right? That's what I'm saying. So no making profit, even if you take the risk. I think that's kind of like a missed opportunity, no? Because that's kind of interesting. Like, you know, buying some. I guess they don't really want that, but it's not like the game is gonna be worse for it, you know. It's whatever. Second of Fortune, item obtained from benefits of the faction will have a faction requirement. Most items that drop for you will be influenced by your faction benefit. Yeah, makes sense. It makes sense because you have so many bonuses that are just like more items, more likely to be exalted, more likely to be rerolled, more likely to be. So I assume once you are high level, it's gonna be very hard for you dropping items that are not influenced by something, right? But early on, nothing's gonna be tagged. So you will find the faction requirement on most dropped items you find. Yeah, makes sense. The maximum circle of fortune faction requirement is rank 5. Okay, which is where you get I don't remember, but I think it was more uniques are more likely to have LP or something like that. Items with faction rank requirement require you that you actively be in the faction. Yeah, makes sense. Even though if you swap back to Circle of Fortune, you should still be rank 4. You will not be able to get that. Mighty sword! That makes sense. Hey, Dread, thank you. Welcome, everyone. Interesting. Faction vendors. I have no idea about this. Both Merchant's Guild and Circle of Fortune members will be able to trade favor in exchange for a reward. For those familiar with the gambler Artem, dude, Artem, my boy, long time no see. I have missed you. Well, I missed you being useful, basically. You'll find faction vendors share some similarities and some differences. Faction vendors sell items with base item types exclusive to your faction. Okay. What? Is that Ao Kwang from Smite? Yes, I used to play it a lot. Wait, this is sick, no? Wait, no? Huh? Kind of cracked, no? What item bases? What item bases are uniques? Let's see. Oh my god! Dragonheart Relic! Okay! What? Okay. We are now addicted to gambling, boys. 20%? What is tier 7? No. It's the implicit. Because I don't know if this is gonna be like that, but we were checking this that says exclusive base item types, and all the item types they showed were of uniques. So again, maybe they just lock the good stuff out. This is just I'm trying to be hype, right? Faction government can be squid by speaking to your faction leader. You also, where does it say that they're not supposed to be? Can be powerful early on as you gain access to them, but will be outpaced by endgame items to prevent FOMO from faction selection. Yeah, but I still saw the spear with 160 flat damage. I mean, if you're playing a spear, you kind of want that implicit, no? No? If you're playing like a javelin build or whatever, you know, like how do you beat that? I don't know. We'll see. Maybe this is what they think, and it's not what happens. Sometimes, you know, they miscalculate how powerful something is. Maybe I'm just completely wrong. We'll see. But I think it's probably a good thing that this is not just. I think they put too much work on this, no? I don't know. We'll see. Items that have a faction rank requirement follow the same rules for gifting as all items. To give an item to another player, you'll need to be playing a party with the player, and or have a resonance, right? Alternative, you can use a relevant resonance, yeah. Gifting items that not incur any favor or gold cost, and simply, it's good that they've done this so people can't funnel gold. I assume that's why they've done it too. That giving gold is not even a possibility, because then you could have people playing together and just like funneling gold into one guy, you know, and then if trade would be fucked by people who play in groups. You wouldn't be able to compete against a group, which is gonna be hard anyway, right? Because they can just buy items as a group and blah blah. Merchant's Guild is an action house, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. It's important to keep in mind that while any equipable item can be gifted, the recipient of the item still needs to be the requirements to wear it. Yeah, okay, makes sense. Merchant's Guild. In the words of Nama. Who's Nama? Huh? Mommy? The Merchant's Guild is a ship guiding you through the sea of trade. Okay. We have a poet at EAG, guys. We have a poet. I guess Nama is the poet. The Merchant Guild offers the power of trade. The power of trade. Players around the world. Okay, so you're gonna be able to trade. There's gonna be different vendors, right? So like a weapon vendor, So you just go talk to the NPC that sells weapons and just browse. That's good. Meaning with more reputations comes the opportunity to both obtain some more powerful. Dude, this reputation thing, I completely agree with their vision, personally, with their intention. I don't know how people are gonna take it though. Like, I like it as a philosophy, but dude, trade Andes, they're gonna be pissed. But we'll see. We'll see. By selecting to learn more about the Merchant's Guild, blah blah blah, busting cards, okay, lore, we don't care, it's really good. There are some limitations. Firstly, the Merchant's Guild only trades in worldly wares. This means if an item has been dropped through the province of Circle of Fortune, it cannot be traded. The guild views these items as bound to their owners and will not facilitate their trade. Okay, so no stealing. These people are really bad at capitalism, no? For being specialists at trade, they're really bad at it. What do you mean? You can't sell things to belongs to others. I don't know. I don't know. This is ruining my capitalist businessman experience. Secondly, the Merchants Guild maintains control over their economy by marking an item which passed through the hands of merchants. Yeah, we knew that. Rank rewards. We knew the rank rewards too. This looks nice. Oh, we have all of them. I mean, we already looked at them, but yeah. Eventually you can trade basically anything, right? I think the most powerful one, in my eyes, are actually rank 1, Giga Powerful. Giga Powerful, in my opinion. Because you can actually, you're just gonna be able to, because these items are really common. You're incentivized to trade to level up faster. So the shop is gonna be full of this. Every player is gonna be level 1, so it's gonna be the most items, especially early on. And they can actually be really useful. You know, you get to level 1, you go buy a weapon, and you just buy a rare item that has tier 5, tier 5, tier 5, tier 5, boom, you know? And you can literally don't look at loot again until you're level 10. So, Giga OP this, but again, it's not super exciting to trade, like, I don't think it's really nice for coziness and to start up a character, but I don't know if it pulls the trigger of what a trade Andy is looking for. But it's definitely gonna be overpowered. Trade set items. I mean, the rank 2 doesn't exist. Basically, it's an empty rank at the moment. Trade specific unique items. Obviously, rank 3, it's any unique item in the game. So I guess this is also very nice for low item people, low level people, like bad players and new people, because again, a lot of people are not really familiar to how to target farm and all of that. So let's just say I'm playing I want the squirrel helmet because I want to play the squirrel build. I assume the shop will be flooded, because by the time these people are rank 3, the blasters already have dropped that item and they're already selling it. And again, they probably, if you're gonna play that build, you want it with legendary potential, and these people will be happy to get it without legendary potential. So who will buy those rare if you can get full T20 inventory in one day? The people who don't do that already because they are not good at the game, Misha. Because you can do that in one day if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing, then you go trade. Like, I feel like you hit the rank 3 and all the like common build enabling, not super giga luxury items you just get, right? You just get. Like, oh, I want to play raids, I just buy the weapon. Oh, I want to play... what other unique? I want to play bow mage, you know? I just buy the weapon. I want to play earthquake wearer. I just buy the weapon, kind of, no? Dude, Amity, Lagon is harder now, by the way, so... will I start Circle of Fortune? Yeah. Circle of Fortune. Yeah, you can buy an item and resonance it to your friend, and as long as he's also Merchant's Guild, it's all good, right? This one is probably actually on the long run for the end game. Solo account fun? Yeah, solo account fun, yes. I'm solo account fun and probably hardcore. This is probably the strongest on the actual strongest on the long run in my eyes for the average player. Yeah, in my opinion, this is the best because idols are actually super permanent. You can get them at any. You can literally find a GG item in the first quest in the campaign. You know, when you talk to the elder or whatever, you can literally drop a 5 HP idol that early in the campaign. And the thing is, like, the people who are very rich are gonna literally buy perfect idols, like 530s and things like that. But you can probably get a 515 super cheaply. Because I have hundreds of those and I don't even wear them, right? So, and for a noob, those are big. Getting a 510, a 515, even if it's like not even close to perfection, like getting that amount of power at level 4 seems pretty strong. So yeah, pretty strong. This is pretty strong. Trade exalted weapons. Interesting to me that they pick weapons first. I assume it's the most exciting thing to trade for, because, especially for a new player, because they think they need damage to play this game. Then they realize you can just go CDPS and call it a day, but yeah, I don't know. It's good. And then, you know, you go for the legendary weapons only. Are there many weapons that are used with legendary potential? Let's think. I mean, I guess you have some of their super rare stuff, like wrong wrap and stuff. Then you have what? Unique builds that depend on them, like the Reign of Winter, Marina's Last Soul, Buldar's Wrath, the what is it called? The Apatismo, Clever Solution, Death's Embrace, Bilatrius, yeah, not bad. And what is the name of the Aberrant Skull? Bilatrius is the Lightning set, no? Yeah, not too bad. It's not horrible. What else? Smoke Weavers, yeah, Smoke Weavers. What is it called too? The Alchemist Ladle? No, Alchemist Ladle is going pretty crazy at the moment. It's a pretty crazy item. So I guess this is gonna be pretty good. Just thinking about it, it seems like the biggest winners of this are casters, and minions don't really get much from this, no? Minion people? Maybe? I don't know. I guess you can get the ice sword. I don't know. We'll see. Apatismo, but I mean, Apatismo is just like, you're gonna be getting it anyway, no? You're killing shades no matter what, no? Like, okay, you can buy and sell exalted weapons in the bazaar or directly with other players. I mean, this is actually probably pretty nice too. Just so you can buy exactly. Oh, nice! You know, I think this is probably the most quality of life of all of them. No? Like oh, I dropped 1 LP whatever. Let me go to the bazaar really quick and buy something that no matter what I hit, it's a win, right? That's kind of nice. Yeah, Idols is better, but this is more quality of life. Like, this is actually feels good. It feels good because, you know, because when you're playing on your own, a lot of the times you need to use exalteds that you can actually, like, not gain anything on your item. Like when you're trying to hit, you know, you get, I don't know, chance to stun on like Marinas or something. It's like But I think the quality of life on this, to avoid frustrating moments, is really nice. Because if you drop, like, let's just say you drop an Exsanguineous with LP, you can just go and buy a chess piece with tier 7 HP, tier 5 HP, or tier 5 Intelligence, tier 5 Vitality, because those are actually really I would assume they're just the shop is gonna be flooded of stuff like that. And you just guarantee that no matter what you hit, even if you don't hit the Exalted, at least you're happy, you know, it's still an upgrade. Instead of hitting more minion damage or, you know, like, or lightning resistance. So, yeah, I don't know, this is nice. Lightning resistance actually not that bad, but whatever. Trade unique weapons with legendary potential. And sure. Sure. All Exalteds. That's nice. That is actually the nicest one. This is also nice for weapons, but this is actually the nicest one. All unique items. I feel like this one comes some late, man. I feel like this one comes so late. No? Because it's like, dude, are you telling me that if I drop a Bleeding Heart with 1 LP at level 1 in the campaign, or, you know, because I actually dropped Grimoire with 1 LP on chapter 1. You're telling me I cannot trade that item till I'm level, like, 90? Like, I don't know, man. Like, it seems like, to me, I would differentiate the tiers based on item level and legendary potential level. Kind of like what Julra does. You know how, like, Julra, you can have legendary items doing tier 1, you just can't get the best legendary items. And to me, for example, this would make sense if they have, for example, if this was something like, you can trade uniques up to level 75, and then here you can trade uniques that are more than level 75, and then you can trade uniques with LP that require less than level 50, for example. So that way it's a bit more, the progression makes more sense. Because the thing is, like, there is gonna be items in this in this section, right? There's gonna be items in this section that are gonna be more rare, more expensive, and more hard to get than items in this section. Like, what is more rare, a Bleeding Heart with 1 LP or a Ravenous Void? So it's just kind of like, yeah. Do you understand, right, that we just kill mobs to get XP, to gain favor? To gain XP, you kill mobs and you interact with the thing. So we will see, I guess. Trade legendary weapons. I mean, by this point, you probably have it, no? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. We'll see. Because the thing is, like, they say it's gonna take a lot of XP to get here, so we'll see. Almost seems silly not to pick merchants. Digital Void depends. Depends on what kind of player you are. Depends on what kind of player you are, and depends on what you want to do with your time. I think if you're in my eyes, right? COF is gonna be extremely good for people who don't have a lot of time to play, and they don't want to commit to a lot of builds. If you are a new player and you want to try 10 different builds in 1 week, you for sure go merchants, I think, no? Because with merchants, you can just buy the basic rares you need. You can literally play a build every day, no? You can just literally buy full yellows, and you can play 10 builds, literally 10 builds in a week, right? Just get your characters to like level 70 or whatever, and you're happy, you know? But if you want to commit to one build, I think you probably, or to commit to one playstyle, let's say, you probably want to go to Fortune, unless you want to really make like a perfect character. If your plan is to be the richest guy on the server and just make sure that if a 1 LP Ravenous Void, you are the one who buys it, kind of thing. But it's very dependent on player count, so it's kind of like RNG. So I think if you want to be super sweaty and be super dependent and not depend on people, and you want to play one build and just grind a lot, you probably go Fortune. And if you want to just play a lot of builds, experiment, have fun, don't get frustrated with interacting with systems that you don't understand and target farming in a way that you don't understand, you probably go Fortune. So, but again, you must be aware that experimenting will also lock you out of power, right? And I don't know if people will be okay with that, because people want it all. People want experimenting while being powerful, while putting zero effort. So, I don't know. We'll see. Buying items, yeah, we got that. Oh, okay. How much are uniques? We didn't see this. 3,200. Wait, 25,000? Because it has one LP, no? Huh? 25,000? Holy! How much is that? I mean, okay, this guy has 200k though, so maybe it's whatever. How much is gonna be 2 LP? I guess this scales, no? $57,000. Yeah, it scales with so 1 LP 27,000, 2 LP 57,000. 3,000 to 2757. Holy. Well, this guy is rich, so holy. I mean, this is quality of life, though. Honestly, this is nice. Being able to just like boom, that kind of nice. When you find what the item you want, you just need to go and boom. Selling items. Okay, selling items. You need to pay to sell too, right? You need favor to sell too. I mean, that's only 2 echo reward, testing high corruption. Amun, are we talking about favor? Because favor, it's just like killing mobs, right? Oh, hell no. That means just to sell for LP Bleeding Heart, I will need like 100k faction points. It was gold. 25k favor. Favor. Yeah, I assume... I have no idea how it's gonna calculate. I think... We'll see. So, a regular unique 2980. And this is your shop, right? This is my stall. Do you have slots? You have slots, no? This guy is level 10. Equipped gloves. Huh? Why is it showing your equipped gloves? Yeah, we'll see. I'm very interested to see how people... It's just like I think a lot of people are just gonna have a resistance towards this system because it's not gonna be what they're used to. It's not that it's bad, it's just like it's not what they're used to. You know? And a lot of people are... Well, a lot of people are not open-minded and they're just... They complain about a game and then when they go to another game, they complain that the game that they're playing now is not the same like the game they were complaining before. Like a toxic guy who keeps dating toxic girls, and it's like maybe the problem is your choosing, you know. Maybe you need to look. Maybe you need to choose better. Okay. You can just say other game gamers. No, I can't actually. I don't want to. I'm scared. The star guides or fate. Okay, what is more badass? This bullshit. Look at this. What is this? The Merchant's Guild is a ship guiding you through the seas of trade. Or Or the stars guide our fate is the fundamental creed of the circle of fortune. You tell me this is not cooler. Huh? Yay or nay? Even my voice changed, you know. That was just like a buff I got from the text. It looks like you don't gain favor. No, you don't gain favor, but you gain reputation, right? You gain reputation. So buying stuff makes you level up faster. Bazaar, we skip that part. While some see the power of coin, others dedicate themselves to intimately knowing the shape and nature of the heavens. Dude, that's a good point actually. Guys, how much gold do you have? How much gold do you have in your current online thingy? Because again, the moment I have gold, I spend it. 3 mil, 30 mil, 6 mil. Yeah, but Amon is like, he plays a lot, right? And he doesn't spend a lot either, because he only plays the same builds. Well, he spends a lot actually, but like the thing is like, let's just say people who play a lot, and the thing is like, you guys probably haven't bought a lot of stash tabs in a while, because it's the end of the cycle, and we're not really playing as much, we're not really grinding, so gold is just sitting there, right? But I think a guy, like basically what Digital is saying, a guy who plays knows what they're doing. Before they're level 100, they're probably gonna have around 1-2 million, no? Only 11 mil, but stash tabs level 8. Yeah, you buy 3 stash tabs and you're out, right? So the thing is like, if it's a gold-based economy on a game that is already starved by gold, how the fuck are we gonna fix that? No? 80s? Well, so now then it's just one. that is just one stash tab. Because now your stash tabs are almost a mil. Like 600k or something. But we all agree, right? That in the first month of the cycle, no one has $1. And don't lie to me, because I didn't have any. And I played more than you, okay? No one has money during the first month. Because you're just buying the stash tabs and you just don't really, you know? Like, what? Like, the thing is, like, if you find something... Again, we were all saying, right, like an hour ago, we were saying that if we found Ravenous Void with LP, we would sell it for at least 50 million. No one in chat has 50 million, and we have the people who play the most the game in the entire server in the chat. So who's gonna, like, you know, I don't know, we'll see. I just feel like it's not like players have a lot of gold. Because there's so many gold sinks now. You have the dungeon alone? Dude, a dungeon run is 5 million. No? Like if you go, how many? If you have 30 million and you go do Bolt, you literally spend, no, like, it's 1 day of doing dungeons, 30 million. So it's like, I don't know, maybe people are just not gonna do the Bolt at all, or maybe only people who are giga rich are gonna do the Bolt and then sell things for profit, but they're limited by favor, so it's not like they can do a Bolt and try to sell everything, because they're gonna be limited. So I don't know. Dude, I've blown 30 million on the Bolt. Yeah, exactly. But Alwisi, how much would... But you agree with me that you would sell that item for 50 though, right? That's the thing. Like, we agree that we're not gonna buy it, but we all... It's like, I wouldn't buy it for 50. Not even if they force me to. But I would sell it for 50 minimum, you know? I would sell for 50, but I would not buy for 50. If someone else wants to buy it, you know, because I much rather just keep the item for me, no? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe people don't have this attachment to items. You know. We will see. We go to the observatory. It just looks sick. Let's be honest. Let's take a look at the ranks. Enemy item drop chance. This 35% chance to dropping twice as many items. Early on, I don't think it's gonna be as impactful as the other, but in the endgame, it's gonna be giga impactful. This one is a scaling. This one is a scaling, no? It depends on the price of gold. RMT is the way. Yeah, but it's gonna be really hard to RMT, no? Because the thing is, like, you cannot freely trade gold. So I don't know. We'll see how they do it. I guess people can list items that are very shit for a lot of money and just like late at night so they can guarantee the purchase or something, but and you can get a lot of gold, but I mean, yeah, what items for gold or something, but that's so easy to flag too, no? Like the devs can literally set up a thing where if there's a white item that sells for more than 50k, we just like boop. Isn't that super easy to flag? Because I know they do that in other games, in MMOs and stuff. That is just so obvious, no? So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, if people want to cheat, they will cheat, right? For sure. There is no way to stopping evil. But we'll see. So again, I was saying this one is not gonna be as powerful early on as the one from the Circle of Fortune. But endgame is really good. It's just 35% more items, no? Pretty much. But is it not allowed to give your friend gold? I mean, you're not allowed to give your friend gold, period, in terms of like just giving it to them. You will have to set up a fake trade to your friend. You're not able to just talk to your friend and give him gold. But you can set up a free, like, hey, look for this shitty item I put on the auction house and I'll just give you gold, Timmy. You could do that, and I don't know. I guess you could argue that maybe boosting is against terms of I don't know. Why would I get banned for that? I'm not saying you're gonna get banned for that, but I'm saying that they could flag that very easily. Frozen. They're not gonna ban anyone for anything. They can barely get the game together, right? But I'm saying if it gets out of control, they could just like zip, no? They could, or they could just investigate you and they say, oh, your friend, this guy and the other guy have been friends for 6 months. You know, let the goal go through. You know. Am I doing that still? Reblood depends on patch notes, Sposh, but I'm definitely playing Acolyte. I don't know the final build though. Depends on the patch notes. Hopefully there is patch notes. Because otherwise the game is fucked. The word Acolyte is strong, I agree. It's Acolyte. It's sexy too, no? Has everything you need. It has L's, T's, I's, it has all the shapes. You know? It's great. Really skinny letters, really thick letters. Acolyte has everything you want. I can fix her. 45% runes of Ascendance to be preserved when using a Circle of Fortune. I mean, gonna be kind of useful early game, I think. You know, you're playing Acolyte, you want to get your Marinas, and you basically have more 45% more runes. You know, but I think after, I feel like with all the other boosts, to be honest, I'm lazy to even use runes of Ascendance. Like, I have to go to the shop and I have to buy 50 wands and then I have to click and sell them. I'll just play the game. You know? And now if I get the thing to clone itself, then I have to go and buy more wands. I mean, and on top of that, I have less chance to have LP by default because of the initial roll. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the game. But I think it's gonna be a really nice early game. This is basically to compensate the buying uniques, right? It's good early game. Yeah, I agree, Frozen. It's good early game. gonna be nice early game to get your, you know, your build defining kind of items just to get start, right? Idle droptions. This seems crazy. This one seems crazy, man. Because basically you have a 25% chance for it to drop 2 more. So every 4, 1 is 3. So I mean, you know, more or less you get double the idols, pretty much. No, not quite, but kind of crazy, no? And kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. And on top of that, you have a lot of things. You have a lot of things that work with idols to begin with, right? Because you have the prophecies, you have all that. So you can get even more idols, and you have the 35 drop chance. So this 35 is already getting juiced, but this 25. So 35, you're gonna get 35 more idols by default, and then 25% of that is gonna be like fucking having babies like an amoeba, you know? It's gonna be splitting like a worm, like a cellula. So pretty strong. And again, this one scales. We will see how exactly, because it says whenever an item drops, if this works with prophecies, we did a bit of math. This can get crazy. It can get crazy. Yeah, exactly. Idol echoes and stuff, like, and idol prophecies, like, it's any drop, right? I assume prophecies are drops. So, yeah, this powerful as hell. Exalted affix chance. Affixes are 50% more likely to be exalted. This one is also just crazy, no? Really good. Because again, this is per affix. Per affix and level 4. Dude, I don't want to break NDA, but hypothetically, right? Maybe just based on my imagination, right? Let's just say that you can just find full exalteds on your first monolith, you know? Maybe, thanks to this. But I guess depends when you get your faction, no? We will see. That's another thing too, guys. When do you guys think people are gonna go for their faction? Are we doing chapter 9, or are we waiting for doing Majasa? Any bets? Any bets in the chat? Are we doing chapter 9 or are we waiting? I feel like I'm waiting, bro. I tried doing Lagon in the campaign the other day and I died. I think I'm coming back. What do you guys think? Like, I got slapped by Lagon. Like, it looked like I was on a hentai for a second. It was like... It was it was not fun. Oy, oy, oy. As fast to get Symptom Key? I mean, it's RNG. It's RNG, but the thing is, like, I did Sanctum as soon as I found it. Like, I was like level 50 or something. And Sanctum was at level 1. It was so much easier than campaign Lagon. Not even close. Not even close how much easier it was. Dude, campaign Lagon, for the amount of power you have at the moment that you fight him, he's actually kind of annoying. Now that he has the tentacles and you are actually gonna take damage. So yeah, I think I'm gonna wait for hardcore for sure, right? We'll see. I think obviously if you play on a party, just get a friend who has low self-esteem and you force him to do the campaign while you're doing Monolith, pretending that you care about him, and then you ask for teleport, right? So if you play trade or like co-op or whatever, then you just find a low self-esteem friend and you just do Monolith. Or you can sell teleport. Guys, think about it. You do... This is a business idea. Okay. Guys, business idea. TPs to Majalka. 50k gold. give me all your gold for TP. The Discord is being set up, boys. This is how it works. The moment you get to Majalka, you need to buy a white item for 50k. Boom. Oh man. But selling portals, man. Do you guys think that's gonna be... I actually think that might be a thing. You know? Selling dungeon runs and shit. What do you guys think? On the Discord? People are absolute degenerates. People are absolute degenerates. I could see that being a thing. Like, you list a white item, you know, for 50k. And you, hey, I'll give you tier 4 or whatever, you know? And if you drop the item, I'll give it to you. No? Yeah, people are... If there's one thing I learned and all this time in the internet, humans are absolute animals. Someone will actually go through the hassle of talking to strangers and setting up transactions just so that they can roleplay they are in the Godfather, you know? Yeah, carries, corruption carries, no? Corruption carries? Dude, actually, that is gonna be a thing, no? Hey, you get into 1k corruption. I do the map for you. You stay in a corner, and because we're playing together, I can just gift you whatever, no? Oh my god. COF. Ay. Holy man. That's my plan. Login. Dude, groups are gonna be so OP in trade. Holy moly, man. Alright, Exalted, Affix. We already said this is gonna be giga powerful. Double rewards from Monolith Echoes. I mean, this stacks on top of... Dude, you're gonna be dropping 20 idols in an... If all of this procs at the same time, it's gonna be like, you know... It's gonna be crazy. Like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like your first orgasm, you know? You're never gonna feel like this again. It's gonna be great. Oh yeah, this is great. But again, this is gonna feel like absolute trash when it procs on experience tomes at level 100, you know? and you know for sure you will go grab the books just because it feels good, even though you're level 100. You're gonna go cling, 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 cling. I love grabbing the books. I don't know why. I'm level 100 and I still grab them. It's so nice. Do you think they'll get tier 28 items to drop finally? I don't know if tier 28, but I think double exalted and stuff in COF are gonna be... I don't know, based on my experience and based on what I'm reading and based on what I'm assessing, definitely not what I played on City. I would say double exalteds are definitely going to be a thing in COF. We'll see. But this is just my speculation, honestly. We'll see. Tier 7 affixes are twice as common. Uniques are twice as likely to have legendary potential. This, I think, it's misleadingly bad. If it works if it works the way I think it works, I think it's kind of bad. But again, maybe they allow us to scale the base. It depends, actually. It depends. If we are, because they've been talking about maybe, right? Maybe making it scale with corruption, right? But again, how much is it gonna scale? Because let's just say you have an item, right? Let's just say if you have an item and the chance to drop with LP is 0.1, right? Okay, so now it scales with corruption and let's just say it's 10% more, right? Well, now it's 1.11. And now it's twice as likely. 22. LP rolls twice now, once per level, and not that. No, it rolls every time. That's why it's exponentially bad. It rolls every time. So I mean, for the stuff that is really rare, I don't think it's gonna make a difference, honestly. And for the things that are common, like let's just say a Bleeding Heart, that or like a Grimoire. I think Grimoire has like a 70% chance, right, to have a LP. Well, it means Grimoire is pretty much always gonna have one LP, no? Because it's 70 times 2 is gonna be 100, so it's always gonna have LP, right? Because it's gonna overcap 100% actually. But this double the chance only works for having LP, not for every roll. I assume it's just to prevent the item from having 0. 4 LP low tier unique items are gonna be a lot more common. I don't see why though. It shouldn't have an effect at all. Because if you take a look at how an item rolls, right? You take a look at how an item rolls, and is, let's just say 1 LP, well, 0 LP is 20%, right? 1 LP, 2 LP is like 70%, and then this is like 10 and like 1, right? A lot of the common items are kind of like this, right? Like 20, 70, or 30, 60, 10, 1, something like that. Well, the only thing that this is affecting is this. Sorry, this. So you basically remove this from the pool. This becomes this is guaranteed, basically. But this 9% as this 1% are not gonna move. The only thing you're removing from the pool is the chance to have less. In theory, if you already have a 1 LP item, it shouldn't make an effect on you, because the 0 LP items already don't exist for you, no? But again, I don't really know how the calculations are work. Because maybe it does. Maybe because these are re-rolling, then maybe this goes slightly up, because the chance to re-roll from 2 to 3 goes a bit. I have no idea. Check Discord. What Discord? I don't have an invoice or I don't have a private or anything. No. Initial probability. Okay, let's see. Initial probability is LPL area level plus constant 1. Yeah, we know that. One LP probability is 64%, and initial probability raised to the power of constant is 3. If L1 LP hits, then 2 LP probability is 30% of the constant. Still better than 3% probability. No. Okay, so it technically should affect it a bit, but not at all, right? It should affect it a bit, but not a lot. Regardless of what the exact numbers are, because again, this number was already giga high, right? Like if I go to Tanglabs, right? Oops. If I go to Tanglabs and I look at any unique, right? Let's just say Grimoire, right? Doesn't he? I thought he had the rolls. Elitools has it, right? Vale. If we go to Grimoire, right? One LP, 39% chance of 1 LP. So this will get doubled, right? I guess. So will it? I mean, this will go from what? From 0.3 chance to 0.6 or less, no? And again, like if you're going for this kind of item, I mean, 2 LP, 1 LP becomes completely irrelevant. It's huge still. I don't know. It's gonna be huge mathematically because it's still basically double. But I don't know how much impact it will have on the player feeling side of things, right? It's not gonna be as noticeable as, oh, suddenly I dropped 20 idols. when normally I drop 1, right? It's definitely gonna have an effect in the long run, but I don't think you're gonna notice it. I don't know. We'll see. Again, they actually, the more I think about it, because we also gotta think that now we're gonna be able to affect the base drop chance, right? With corruption and stuff like that. So maybe it's actually pretty huge at the end. Because let's just hypothesize here, right? Let's just hypothesize. But let's just say you normally have 40% chance, right? To have 1 LP, and that ends up 4 LP being 1% chance or 2% chance, right? Let's just say 4% chance for the sake of making it easy. Well, if you manage to scale this up to 100%, thanks to corruption and double the chance, so let's just say you can get this becomes of an 80, and the remaining 20% you get from corruption. And also, what is the order gonna be? Because that is a multiplier, right? This is a multiplier. Twice as likely. I have no idea when that is gonna be calculated. Because if this gets calculated after the base is increased from corruption, then it's gonna be even better, no? Depending on the order. Because, but again, I have no idea how it's gonna work. I will have to look at. But let's just say, regardless of the order, let's just say you can get to 100%. Then, if the data transfers, right, they should go up by another 4 plus another 2. So it should end up being 10%. And that can be pretty noticeable, I guess, for something this rare. But if something is 0.01% or whatever, right? Oh, now it's gonna be 0.000002%. Okay, man. You know. So I don't think it's gonna really raise the ceiling or anything. I just think you're gonna have to play a bit less. But I don't know if it's gonna be. We'll see. Noticeable on the day-to-day. We'll see. This one is for sure gonna be noticeable, I feel. Just because you see a lot of tier 6s, and the fact that they can just like twice as common, it means that they're gonna more likely to reroll. If the chance to reroll from tier 6 to tier 7, let's just say it's 20%. If now it's 40, it's gonna be crazy, right? Or if it goes from 10 to 20, it's gonna be huge. Especially considering that all the other affixes can be into tier 6s themselves, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if we see on COF a lot of double exalted and crazy shit like that. I don't think we're gonna see in COF. Sorry, Merchants Guild, regardless of player count, but we'll see. Just because of how items are generated, but we'll see. Someone can calculate how many players are necessary to outdo COF. Okay, this prophecy bullshit. Let's see. So this is weapons, right? The bird, or this guy, the bird. Arena. Oh, arena champion. Okay. 6,500. Yes, 155k. We'll see, I guess. You can re-roll them. Okay, he gets how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one shines more. Why? Why those ones shine more? Because they're better, maybe? I have no idea. Why do they shine more? Because they're dungeons, maybe? Yeah, because they're dungeons, no? It looks like the dungeons shine more. Soulfire dungeon. Soulfire dungeon. Let's see. Unique weapon. That was a dungeon, though. Maybe it's the rarity? Maybe it's just the rarity. Unique weapon. Authority. Exalted Scepter times 6. It's just the rarity, most likely, right? Like how good they are. Just how good they are. Unique caster weapon with 1 legendary potential. What? You guys can't see, but, well. What? They said they will never do that. Wait, that's pretty crazy. Because you can put, like, dude, if this exists with certain items, right, it's gonna be pretty nuts. You can potentially hit things that are not supposed to happen with this. Like 1 LP, you know, well, I guess they will happen in trade with the event. We'll see, but nice. What else? What else? Okay, this is start again. Peering the telescope. Okay, prophecy events. The prophecy will outline the particular events needs to occur in order to prophecy. Okay, so there's like a criteria, like conditions, right? Death of Chromancer. Okay, conditions. Moonlight, Lineless Arbor. Okay, good. 320 corruption. Okay, that's good. And the rewards. Okay, straightforward. Okay. Okay, lenses. Let's see what he does. He does 15 chance per rank to find runes. 15 chance per rank, so times 10 is 15 times 10, 150. %, reduced chance per prophecy to have arena events. Okay, so if you don't like arena, you lose a magic fine boost to just ensure that you don't get content you don't like. That's fair. I feel like that's fair. Is he 1 LP Orion? You know that Orion actually has low LP chance, Misha? I think it's 70 or something. It's just rare, but the LP is low. 80% increased cost of all prophecies, but they offer twice as many uses before expiring. Someone can do the math on this for me, and I'll use the ones that are good. Campaign events. Do you have campaign? Why? Obscure lengths of storytelling. Okay, man. That's good. Faction rank reward lenses. Block activity type at level 3. You unlock them. The basic ones at level 2. Okay, that's good. I mean, you will just unlock them, right? And eventually just unlock the final slot. That's good. That's good. I guess this one is nice for quality of life, right? If you don't like interacting with the system a lot. Resonances, we talked about them already. You can just trade. Oh, you need to equip it, I see. Ah, and it tells you you have a separate inventory for each player. That's really nice. Clever solution, Mentamonka, man. Okay, that's good. How long is an extended period of time? The answer is it depends. Well, that answers my question. Closing, thank you. Well, everyone, Discord Last Epoch. For more upcoming information, make sure to use on nothing important. Starting January 25, they dive into the details of the World of Mastery and maxroll.gg on February 8 as they dive into the Falconeer. Woohoo! Falconeer hype! Max roll! Nice. Have they even done anything? I didn't know. I hope you're excited as well. You are finally nice. Dude, what is Zekar doing? It's going crazy, no? This has no space for more badges. It's going crazy. Alright. Once the factions get posted, you guys are putting up build planners, right? What do you mean build planners? Like, faction planners? Dude, that is actually not a bad idea. I've never thought about it. Like lens planners or something like that. Is that what you're asking for? Oh, you mean the build plan? No, I don't think we have permission to do that, Naked America. I don't think we have permission to do that. That you're gonna have to wait. In fact, I don't even know how much we're gonna show. We'll see. It's completely out of my reach. But lenses are a good point, actually. Having an embed for lenses, like on the build guides, that seems good. No? Blessings, lenses, no? That sounds like a good idea. I'll write that down, actually. Naked America, you get credit for that, okay? Alright! Really good, no? Overall, really pog. I really enjoy it. I think it's very well explained, really nice. All the visual things made it very enjoyable to read. Sometimes these posts can get a bit tricky. And yeah, well, let me guys know. Are you guys gonna be Merchants Guild? Or are you gonna be Circle of Fortune? Well, we're gonna find out, you know? We're gonna find out. And yeah. I'll probably make a short video on YouTube. Just explaining things. I do a short version of this for YouTube. But I'll probably update this whole video on YouTube if someone missed it and want to hear my thoughts and chat, trolling and stuff. I'll also probably upload that to YouTube completely. So, yeah. I'm probably gonna go now. I'm a hard-working person that has to work still. And yeah, I have a lot to do. So maybe someone is streaming, maybe someone can share our thoughts too, and we can take a look at people's opinions. I think we're gonna do a poll on Max Roll 2 of what you guys wanna do. And look at that. We could go for the bros, but today we're going for the cloud, okay? We're going for the cloud today, bros. You know, 1.0 is getting close. We need the cloud, boys. We need to make money out of this. I spent 10,000 hours for this moment, and we gotta get the cloud. Again, thank you guys for watching. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Have a nice day, guys. I'm gonna go work now. Let's say hi to the Woody Jew. Who? Woody who? Let's say hi to Woody Joe, you know. Hopefully he switches sides, you know, he enjoys the superior game. Yeah. Have fun, guys. Big kiss.